Hello, YouTube. Did you miss me? I'm just kidding. I know you did. Um, Welcome back to another exciting episode of this guy, Joe Ketchapalia, talking about building tiny homes. And well, really, I'm not going to talk about the shipping container home right now. Lots of updates on that, but that's going to have to wait for the next video. Wait. But anyway, last time we talked about, I had like 5 different floor plans, or not actually floor plans, but like outside plans for the tiny home. We decided on one, had a little bit of back and forth. If you haven't watched that video, please do go back and watch. You can still vote, but your vote's just not really going to count anymore because we're moving forward. Anyway, we've had a few iterations of plans that go with it. And so let me just get into this and show you. Let's see. So if you remember, we have this triangular lot. Anybody remember that? Probably not. It's been too long. And so the challenge is fitting a home into the little tiny buildable footprint, which is just this section here. And really, it's not so small. If we're allowed to do 2.5 stories, so if we wanted to, it turns out we can make about 1,700 square feet in 2.5 stories. But the footprint itself is pretty small, and also would have to be sort of awkward size. But we don't build regular size homes here, so yeah, this is what we came up with. That's just kind of showing it in there, but let me see. So this was the first draft that we got from after sitting down and talking to the architect for a little while. We're just doing a 1-bedroom home. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. And then we're going to have on top of the 1-bedroom home covered balcony, or although here it says uncovered, so that was a change. But really just again, this is going to be for a short-term rental. It's going to go on Airbnb, VRBO, bookings.com, those sorts of places. So it's just going to be for 2 guests, but we want there to be enough room for probably 4 people to hang out, because a lot of times people come to town and then they want to have their friends over, whoever they came to visit. And so this was our first run at that, although it was quite a bit bigger. We're trying to be tiny home, or not quite tiny is really what we're going for. And it's cut off, but you can see this is about 700 square feet. We had some wasted space over here. I don't think we really needed a dining table for 6, but so we had some discussions. I also thought this covered balcony up top is going to be pretty expensive, and this would have been huge. We really just didn't need it that size. One of the reasons we're doing this second floor is there should be a view from downtown to downtown, the skyline, just a little bit from up there. It's tough to tell exactly how much that's going to be right now, because there are a lot of trees in the way, and I didn't get a drone out there, which is what I really should have done. Maybe we still will before we build, if it makes us decide to go a little taller. I'm not sure. But so yeah, this is how that fit into there. One of the issues I had with it is it's just really close to the neighboring property, and so I wanted to shrink it down a little bit so we could push it this way. And so I had actually given a couple of different options to the architect. He came back with something significantly better than what I had come up with, though. And so that's not it. So this was one iteration. This was still a little bit too wide to really move it to the side. But you can see we did shrink it considerably to get here. We added 4 seats at the counter and got rid of the dining space altogether. So any of the eating that goes on here is going to be here. We're going to have a TV or a couch right up against it, and then it's kind of silly that we have the TV here in the picture. But making it so everybody can watch that. So this was our next step. You notice we actually had some back and forth with ceiling heights, where the bigger section was going to be taller here, and the bedroom was going to be shorter, and that is kind of typical, but we'll get a little further along. And so that was just going to have this little tiny balcony up here. Switched it to the right size balcony, or closer for me, and we added a sink and a grill up here, a little mini fridge. So it'll be a pretty cool outdoor space, I think. But that just didn't. It still didn't fit right on the lot. It didn't allow us to push it over the way that I had wanted to. And so this was the next one, and this is basically what we're going to go with. Although there is a little bit of a change. There are a couple changes. I'm not sure what those are. Oh, in a minute. But so again, these, this is going to be 4 stools here. They were left out in this version of the drawing, but now we move the door here. One, it protects this door from weather, which is nice. It also makes it so we can put the TV right here, put a couch here. Oh, back. And so whether you're sitting at the counter or sitting on the couch, you can see the TV on that wall. Works out pretty well. We shrunk it down. We only have a shower, no tub here. I think that we can get away with that, but no problem. Even if someday this turned into a regular home for someone, it's a 1-bedroom home, you're probably not going to absolutely need that. You could find someone that doesn't. And so this was basically, again, a large balcony up above that. And it was going to cover this whole section. But I'll show you, I had found this picture online, which was somewhat my inspiration for what this is going to look like. Of course, it's going to be different. We had a spiral staircase, and it might look a little bit different, but something kind of like this is what we're going for. I couldn't find whose picture this actually was. It was stolen already, so if this is your picture and you want me to take it down, please just let me know. But so this is really the final iteration that we have. He went and stuck those back in there for us, but the big things that we changed, this is still going to be a 10-foot ceiling, but this is going to be 12, and this is why, so that you get this sort of tower looking effect here. That's just kind of what we're going for. And then shrinking the balcony to be just over the bedroom, so only the bedroom is going to be tall, and the balcony is just going to cover that square. So hopefully that gives us a little bit of a tower appearance. We'll have a really interesting, this little section is only going to be 8 feet. This is going to be 10. I think this is also going to be 8. So it's going to almost look like, 2 buildings with a lower part attached. I think it's going to be super cool looking. I know it's going to add to the cost a little bit. It's kind of interesting with doing something this small. There's certain fixed costs, so doing things that are, changing costs quite a bit, as a whole percentage, it's really not that bad. And so it lets me use some higher end finishes than I would on a regular size home, and do a couple other things. One thing, so we are going to have this spiral staircase here to get up to that second floor. That's something I priced out and is somewhat pricey. Maybe we'll go back and do something. Oh, where'd it go? Kind of like this one, but I don't know yet. We haven't gotten to the final drawings or anything. This is just our plan right now. The architect's working on his initial, I don't remember what they're calling it, a set of actual construction drawings. So there will still be some changes, but this is what we've got so far. Curious how, everybody what do you think about this evolution? Do you think having this smaller home is going to be an issue, losing that 200 square feet with the real dining area? Our thought was this is going to give it more of that tiny home feel, and it's going to be a little bit more of an experience to stay here. But this is really just an experiment. You guys know how my first one's going if you've looked at all at the container home, although like I said, a lot of updates there coming soon. Oh yeah, is that the end? That is the end. So don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment. Also, if you like one of the earlier iterations better, it would be awesome if you told me that, or if you think that we should make some other change here. If you think we're missing something, if you think anything like that, I'd be interested to hear it. In any case, until next time, I'm going to keep making mistakes so that you don't have to. And it's been a while.